LeBron James came into the NBA, believe it or not, back in 2003. He's been playing a long time. He's 33. He might be playing his best basketball at age 33. But if you look at 33 for him, that would be 36, 37 for somebody else in a previous generation, because LeBron came right out of high school. Imagine if he had played 2-3 years of college, then he'd be 35, 36 doing this. He scored 43, he had 14 assists, and the Cavs have taken a 2-0 lead. And now the series heads back to Cleveland. He's evolved as a player, and great players evolve. They add something else to their game. And, case in point, Michael Jordan. Jordan, in the reincarnation of Michael Jordan, when he came back from baseball, went to the low post. The whole Air Jordan thing, that was not in his game plan, not his repertoire. He paced himself, and he could just brutalize you on the low post. He'd get the ball there, and he would shoot that fadeaway. And he wasn't a highlight machine the second go-round, but he didn't care. He was still winning. You almost get the feeling that, the Raptors, they know this script. They know how it ends. And when this series started, I said, we're going to find out a whole lot about both of these franchises here. Because if Toronto does not beat Cleveland, and they geared up for this moment. The entire year, the entire offseason was geared up to beat LeBron. And if you don't beat LeBron with this group and the group that you had that won 59 games, then you have to have some serious conversations here of where you go forward. I love the new term, LeBronto, because LeBron owns Toronto, or at least he co-ops Toronto. And even if you're not a big NBA fan or a LeBron fan, you have to appreciate the brilliance that you saw last night. Now, granted, those aren't high percentage shots. And I have a couple of knocks on LeBron. I think he's passive aggressive. I think he doesn't want to take credit when management does something, poorly. But, right there, if management does something well, because he is management. But the other thing is, he works really hard to take a bad shot or a high percentage shot. And I'm always surprised at that. At that size, that athleticism, speed, power, you'd think he'd be able to get better shots. And those shots dropped last night. I was fascinated by what I saw. Those are not high percentage shots. But that's a small knock on what you saw last night. But he put himself in those positions where it's going to come back and haunt him maybe in the next go-round. But they were dropping last night. There were other ones that hit the top of the backboard or an air ball. But he works hard to get a fadeaway 24-footer. You shouldn't have to do that. But you score 43, you have 14 assists. I'm nitpicking. Yes, Fritzy.
There was one in particular, a fall-away shot with this high arc that looked like it was just stuck in the ceiling practically and came down. It was just like an amazing high arc shot that went in.
Yeah, he had all the shots going last night. But if you're the Toronto Raptors, and this is why I picked Cleveland, Toronto should be a better team, deeper team. They were healthier. That's the reason why they had the best record in the East. Is the Celtics were hurt, and the Cavaliers changed rosters, had injuries. LeBron sort of took a month off during the regular season, and Toronto was the de facto best team in the East. And then you're watching, and you're going, okay, you have two All-Stars here. You're supposed to have a deep bench. You're supposed to have guys who match up with LeBron, and you got nothing to show for it. Pretty tough. And you could hear those fans. And all of a sudden, there was 9 minutes to go, then 8 minutes to go, and then all of a sudden, 5 minutes to go, and then the fans were starting to go. But give Cleveland credit. Give LeBron credit. K-Love played well last night. And now you go back to Cleveland up 2-0. Is this on Wikipedia, McLovin? LeBronto.
Oh, LeBron. Oh,
yeah,
sorry, LeBron.
Yeah, you just...
actually, somebody tweeted it last night, a Toronto sports writer who kind of made it up. It isn't on Wikipedia. I looked to see if it was an actual Wikipedia page. He made it up.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I'd love to give credit to the writer. LeBronto is the capital of Ontario and the largest city in Canada, named after its beloved CEO and founder, LeBron James of Akron, Ohio. LeBron also plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers and is the GOAT of the NBA. Known for his beautiful rainbow threes, fadeaway jumpers, LeBronto and City of LeBronto.
This is from Devin Haru, who's a CBC reporter in Toronto.
That's good. That's funny. I think it was Mark Jones during the broadcast who called him LeBronto. I don't know anybody.
Yeah, he might have. Devin might have taken that and gone to the next step.
Yeah, because I think Jonesy came up with that.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.